all up here. It's like it's about to storm. I know what day this gonna be. I know exactly what day it's gonna be. Staying inside. I just gotta say, and I ain't gonna say too much, but I think I'm saying enough when I'm gonna say this. One of my favorite movie sites. One of my favorite movie sites is gone. It's gone, bitch. And it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous that we can't have nothing. We always gotta pay for some shit. But I think I said enough when I said that. Ooh, my damn panties is riding up. Ooh, I'm here to call chaos. But yeah, I'm here at the washer, getting my clothes washed, of course. And so like that, it's necessary when I could really be somewhere else riding somebody's son dick, grown son dick. I know how y'all love to make us out to be pedophiles. I know, but no, bitch, it's not the same. I mean, you could go look up the definition on Google, babe. But anyway, yeah, I'm here at the washer getting this necessity done. Well, every week I really wouldn't have to wear clothes. I could just buy new clothes every week, but who? No. Ooh, I could have been sleeping for the majority of the day, but I had to get some things done. I had to get my car done. Like I said on my live yesterday, I had to get my high pressure power steering done, the line done. Um, I had to get a new belt, serpentine belt. So I had things to do. I know I didn't put them on myself, of course not. But the person I was talking about yesterday, the mobile mechanic, he had put it on. Yes, like I said, he's fine, but he definitely got some major character flaws. He got major character flaws, girl. He is white presenting. I'm gonna say that because we was in discussion and found out that he is Cherokee Indian. In his blood, but he identifies as a white man. He operates his world as a white man. White presenting and stuff like that. Like I told him, I'm black presenting and stuff like that. I know y'all see the cheekbones and stuff like that. Oh my God, hi from India. India in the building. Yes, I'm going to be making an appreciation live too. Because I be seeing my audience, y'all from and all these different places. And I be like, Odessa? What's Odessa, girl? Why that sound like Greek? From Greece. But anyway, I appreciate y'all for coming in, like, share, subscribe, and let me know if you want to shout out and all that good stuff because I appreciate all the people that's coming in from all over, looking at my content. I appreciate y'all. But let that definitely be known that y'all are in the audience. Let me post and join my community. Let me know where y'all from and ask me questions and definitely watch my content. I got over 900 videos. 900 videos that y'all can watch. I'm at the washer right now. Hi, good morning, you guys. Come in, and stuff like that. Check out my music. I be letting people know I got good music, great music, honey. Ooh, we got a big ass, nice ass. Oh shit. Ooh. Um, tap the screen, you guys. Tap the screen. It's free. It's okay to support. It's you know. But I have over 900 videos I've been putting in that work all the 13 years I've been on here. I got music. I have 6 songs. My current new one is called Ride. 1 R, 2 I's, D3. Check that out. Let me know. That's to it. Like I said, I'm gonna make an appreciation live because I've seen all the analytics. I've seen where my audience is from, and I appreciate y'all so much. This was y'all here. That loud. That man was fine. I'm on a whoop. Bitch, I'm on a prowl, so he gonna have to watch his stuff. He definitely gonna have to watch it. He gonna have to watch it now. I'm on a prowl. I'm big single. Been single for 6 years. I get into that. But I'm back to the mobile mechanic. He's white presenting. Reason why I say that because he felt comfortable saying, nigga to me. as I was talking about, places that, he was bringing up where I could come to this place downtown where, eat food, food, drink, but food is not their main priority. They have like a band and stuff like that. It was a place called The Grill and Grocery. And he was inviting me to come out. And so like that, just in case I needed somewhere to go. I was like, okay. Because, it's the weekend, it's turned up, and he ain't know if I was single or not. But I was like, okay, the turn up could be real. Y'all tap the screen, like, share, and subscribe. But I was like, he was telling me the vibes was good. They serve beer, drink, stuff. And they have, some burgers that they serve and stuff like that. Y'all tap the screen, let me know where y'all from, period. And just let me know it's good vibes. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I brought up a place that was called Ropers down here. It was fun. They had a countryside. They had where, you hip hop rap, side and stuff like that, for the girls and stuff like that. And it was nice. He brought up saying, well, it was good till they, till niggas start coming in. I was like, wait, what made you feel comfortable saying that to me? And I was like, and he was like, we had like a, had, relationships where we, I'm like, no. We talk, we banter back and forth, but what made you feel comfortable? All that stuff. Long story short, I definitely read him as politely as I could. I read him as politely as I could, informed him of things that I knew. And if he brought up, I guess, make it seem like it was equal of, dismissing what, black slaves dealt with. He brought up him being Cherokee Indian and that they were slaves too. And I'm like, yeah, I know that. I know. But then y'all deflect and you're representing you every time. White people always bring up race, guilt, the guilt thing, and then bringing up you don't want to be penalized or for what his ancestors done. I'm like, so are you pick and choosing when you what why is it necessary when it comes up to black people? Why do because this is supposed to be from other colors, but I'm gonna say primarily white people. Why do y'all always bring up race when it comes to us? We be chilling. So I'm like, yeah. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter that there's it does, but it's not the same. I'm gonna say it like that. I told him that, well, other races adopted slavery. Europeans still have to take accountability for their primarily being. Still, the deflecting, when it definitely comes to black lives about our ancestors and all that, it's always dismissed. It's always talking about a victim mentality. But white people always bring it up. It's guilt. You feel guilt. You want to tell me or tell us, as I'm gonna say, you want to tell us how to feel. And I tell him, it's like telling someone, being a counselor, telling someone how to give somebody advice on lived experience that you do not share. I'm like, it's not the same. And back he made the nigga comment. He was like, the niggas came in and I knew exactly what he meant. He tried to deflect or try to make it seem like it's something else. I'm like, you believe that nigga equals to black. But in a dictionary, nigger means ignorance. That's what you're showing now. And you feel guilt. That's why you bring it up. You can't tell, and I won't allow you to tell me, because y'all want to make yourself God, Jesus, and Lucifer. You're not going to tell me what your ancestors did and that you think you can get off easy. Especially you're living off of what my ancestors did. Because I'm like, you're white people didn't invent shit except to see, kill, and destroy. And being the first thugs, thieves, hoodlums. Because every single race they came in contact with, y'all sought, killed, and destroyed, and made them out to be slaves. Even though there was other races that adopted slavery, chattel slavery. And I'm gonna speak on the history I know about my ancestors, blacks, adopted to buy back freedom. To buy back freedom. We were seen as property. And I'm speaking on property when it comes to the indentured servants. You know, some of them, as it pertains to Google, were whipped, had rough situations, but not dismissing what they went through neither. But no other race has been brutalized, still continue to be brutalized over a swing in Congo, where long it's a story. It's so much every day. It's something new to learn. But when it comes, I tell him when it comes to black, and I also told him, I know what you're gonna say. When it comes to black people, everybody, white people always want to tell black people what we should do, what we should feel. He felt comfortable when I got grasped from that. He felt comfortable saying nigga because he have more clientele that are black people. I'm like, just because one invites you to cook out, don't mean we all are going to. And you are showing your racist flag because of the deflecting, the dismissing, because I told him once I say Black Lives Matter, you're gonna say all lives matter, and I said Black Lives Matter. He did so. He said that. He said, "Well, all lives matter." Like, see, black people can't even have that. When it comes to black people, we are dismissed. It's always everybody. Nobody is. I told him the thing that will separate you from being racist, for me, personally, is acknowledging what happened, acknowledging, showing compassion. Because that whole read down session I had with him was teaching him compassion. White people have to be taught compassion. We are innately born with that. Compassion for other people because we are innately familiar. We are the fathers and mothers. Simply put, in layman's terms. I had to break down, let him know black women are the only ones that carry the Eve gene. I broke down a lot of things. And I told him to look me in my eyes. And I wasn't angry. He would deflect and be like, I didn't mean to offend you. I'm like, you're not offending me. But I know this is my moment to inform you, to gather you, because I'm black and gay at the same time. I told him I'm black and queer at the same time. The two things that a white man hates. Two things that a white man hates. I'm like, you cannot tell me how to feel. You can't. I won't allow you. I'm like, well, I'm not. Well, you are. And I'm like, no matter what, because they be cookie cutter when they know they're in the wrong. Or try to half-ass. I'm like, I'm not a half-ass person. You started this conversation. We're going to go there. We're going to go there. And I told him, no other race was more brutalized than blacks. None. Because at the end of the day, we're still dealing with it. I told him about Mississippi, about Mississippi didn't abolish slavery until 2013, February 2013. But that's in the past. They've been out of go. And I told him slavery still exists. It's just called human trafficking. And to dismiss and disregard and invalidate, because white people love to do that, especially when they're being passive aggressive and they can't take accountability. White people are the last ones to ever take accountability for anything because they feel like, man, I shouldn't, like he was doing. Well, why do you bring it up? Because you must feel guilt. You feel guilt. White people feel guilt as it pertains to, especially we're talking about black people, because y'all know that no other race has been slaughtered as much to over 12.5 million blacks dead. What about the transatlantic trade? Y'all, I saw the thing that, because you can't feel comfortable. White people don't feel comfortable. They don't ever feel comfortable, with talking about slavery. Don't ever ask. I want to let people know, don't ever ask, bitch. I'm here to cause chaos. Ask white people about history. And don't ever, as black people, ask them about black history, because what they're going to do, they're going to whitewash it. Like I saw online that they taking down the Christopher Columbus statue. Y'all can look that up. They're taking down the Christopher Columbus statue, as they should. Get rid of that bullshit. Get rid of that bullshit, bitch. No. Take away Columbus Day, period. I already saw him. I already saw him. Y'all, y'all. But well, I didn't tell him this particularly, but I implied that he felt guilt because he white presenting. I told him, hell, if we in a car, because he want to bring up, him being, he has Cherokee bloodline. If y'all remember my live that yesterday I told y'all, I know he's not just white, but he's white presenting though. So he operates as well like a white man, and I'm like, thing is, you may have blood, Cherokee blood, but bitch, we get in the car together and they pull us over, they're gonna be asking if you're okay next to me, because at the end of the day, regardless of my sexual orientation, they're gonna see me as a black man. So I'm like, wake up, babe. I'm like, we're in Mississippi, and these southern states are the last to get anything. I've informed him about, because I tell y'all all the time. They don't fear what they don't fear the gangs, all that type of stuff. They fear a black man with knowledge, the will to learn, and they think that we don't. They believe that we don't, but it's the difference between believing and knowing. You gotta read. Y'all gotta go to the library. Y'all gotta go to go travel to these places, and all this stuff to learn, to make sure, because it's important. White people want to erase history like they've always done, and black people, when it comes to queers, y'all want to erase stuff. We can get to that later. Fine, look up shit. Let this new generation know, and don't ever let them forget. Don't you ever forget, because we got to make sure it never happens again. I told him that's the importance of history, to make sure that it never happens again. That's the point, and it got to make you uncomfortable, because every fucking day, and I told him, every day, we're students every day, but every day I learn something new to the point where it'll make me be angry. But the thing is, if there's justified anger, I could be angry, but I don't hate. But I told him, history is gonna make us uncomfortable, because that white watered down fairy tale that y'all want us to fucking believe never existed. And I never believed that. I barely stood up for the Pledge of Allegiance because I knew what it was about. The motherfucking, saying the national anthem. Y'all got to read it. It's a long, long ass poem. They only seen the first part because the rest of it gets very dark. Y'all can look this stuff up. I knew this way back when I was in, 8th grade? Because I was reading. Y'all have to. Black people, y'all got in the book, gotta get in and learn this history so it won't happen again. We are living the fantasy that our ancestors wanted, but bitch, it's still things to be done. And if y'all think that it only took Martin Luther King Jr., Rosa Parks, and all that, no, babe, no, the work is still here to be done. That's awesome. We are the mothers and fathers of all, and they know that. They don't want y'all to know. Also, I'm talking about black queens, black kings, black intersex, aka from hermaphrodites, all that. We are all of them. We are everything. I implied that black women are, but I'm not gonna tell him everything. I know, because I know he's gonna come back. He knew he was in the wrong, and I kept informing him, also reading him, that only black women have the Eve gene. The only race of women that can have every race. Thank you so much. Please like, share, and subscribe, boo. But let me know if you want to be a moderator. I be trying black people. I'm like, y'all need to know how special y'all are. Y'all need to know, black men, you need to know how special you are too, babe. And if you know, black women and black gay men are always down for y'all. All black women saying they just exhausted. They're exhausted. They are exhausted. Y'all thinking Just because she fuss because she care. If she's saying nothing at all, she don't give a damn. Like, I love, I love the ground black man walk on. Let me tell you the truth. Black man so fucking beautiful. I love black people. Well, love. But y'all don't think y'all ass is gonna go over to non-black people and nothing bad is going to happen. Look at history. It repeats this with you as a black man because you think, oh, the black women don't love it. Of course they do. But you have to get on your shit, nigga. Like, get on. I'm gonna go back to talking about that mobile mechanic in a minute, but I need black people to know how special we are, babe. We are the most hated, but the most wanted. The most wanted. People want to be us so much. I be trying to tell black people, be trying to let girl, y'all wake up, please, and put that Bible down, cause it don't tell you how to love yourself. Love yourself first, bitch. Like, black people know how special y'all are, babe. Cause even in that moment, I noticed with white people, and not just young, but I'm speaking about white people since he brought it up because yesterday it was a reading session, like I said. They already know. They go into a little girl, little boy, phase. When talking to us, they had to make themselves man-made, had to make themselves feel superior. Listen to me now. Okay, guys. White people had to make themselves feel superior because of that book. They had to make this. Every time if you listen, look, notice, observe black people. Every time a white person is talking to a black man, no matter how old this white person is, he's gonna go into a boy phase. Even white women do the same thing. All other colors, because they know. All other races, because they know the mothers and fathers of this land. They know. They had to make a whole book to make themselves superior. I told him I told him a mechanic, since he brought up race, that we are living in white man's fear. We're living white man's fear. All this is white man's fear. I need y'all to know this. We're living in a land that they stole and had to make in their image. We're living in a white man's image. Fear. When they fear something, they seek, kill, and destroy it because they don't understand it. They have to be taught compassion. The whole time I was reading him, the main things I was teaching him was compassion, to be kind to the fellow man, as we always do. And I'm like, I told him, I didn't say a specific race. And y'all, I know you believe, and you know this too, because white people love to be dense when they start shit, to play that victim. They are, or no, babe, I see you. I mean, I've dealt with this my whole life. I'm 30 years old, about to be 31, so I know what this is about. Don't be dense. You believe that nigga equates to being black, just like y'all believe. White people believe that ghetto equates to being black, or the hood is ghetto equals to being black. But then even y'all try to steal that. Hell, y'all saw cornrows and all this type of stuff. Bonnets is being ghetto, but now y'all wearing them too because we are the trailblazers, the trendsetters. We all that. Black people, I need black people to know that and to continue to know that. But at the end of the day, I told him, white people are always concerned of what black people are doing. He said, well, y'all feel like, y'all said, in rap and all this type of stuff. And he brought up, and I knew he was because I giggled a little bit. He brought up him dating a black woman. I date a black woman. It's the same type of thing. You counting your friends. Y'all do the same thing. Counting your friends. Regardless if she was with you, she may have made you feel comfortable with saying, but I'm not. Or making you feel comfortable like that's. I'm like, we take the word back. Just like being queer. We take the word back. It's ours. It's ours. Said, no. You know, it's like, no, that's equal. That's not equal. It's not equal. It's not. And I'm not gonna allow you to sit here and tell me what I'm supposed to feel and what I'm supposed to do. I'm not gonna allow you to feel comfortable. And he was definitely apologetic and stuff like that, but I would let him know, don't feel that damn comfortable with me, because I know every time I meet someone, and they get to the point where they overcompensate and talk way too much. They're gonna talk themselves into really being discovered as being prejudiced, racist, bigoted, all these things. They always do. They always do, and they're always will be the first ones to bring up race. They always do. Y'all like, share, and subscribe. Be the first ones to bring up race because that guilt. They feel guilt, but y'all they would definitely want to sit there and tell you, don't judge me or don't penalize me for my ancestors. Don't tell me how to feel, and don't tell me what to do, because that's never the case. I'm not my ancestors, bitch. I don't like, and I'm not gonna let nobody ever tell me what to do. It's not gonna happen. So, you know, I told him, white people are always worrying about what people are doing. I told him that, because I told him, you brought up race. I'm like, to keep up with me, and I'm also a Sagittarius terrorist. Because, bitch, I definitely keep up with what you say. He was trying to deflect and go on to talking about, you know, sports, or talking about, you know, exploration, all that type of stuff. You know, pretty much the Columbus, I'm going to say, Christopher Columbus fever bullshit. You know, deflecting instead of acknowledging. I told him, no, look at my eyes. That will separate you from being racist is you acknowledging the history, acknowledging, because you bring up, like, all lives don't matter until Black Lives Matter, because we are the originals. We are the blueprint. Y'all know this. We, for some of the part, know this. It's going to be a day that all of us, black people, all of us, regardless of our sexual orientation, know that. And every other race knows that as well. Because like I said, black people pay attention to your surroundings, especially when it comes to non-black people, especially whites. They're going to go into a little boy, little girl face when talking to you, when addressing you. But you got to know yourself first. You got to, meaning you have to know your history. You have to know your history. And when they try to deflect and go into to dismiss and validate what your ancestors been through, when they try to say, it's all lives matter, but they try to say, well, everybody was raised, everybody, you know, there weren't just black slaves. There weren't just black slaves. To disregard, to invalidate, like I said, bitch, y'all need to look. Because we were seeing this property, our ancestors were seeing this property, but they became it, and they want you to think that there was no black wealthy people, like black people. There was no black, like there was the people here already. That's why the Columbus fever, Christopher Columbus shit is a lie. There were people here, indigenous people here on this land already. That's what I'm trying to tell black people. There was indigenous people already here. That's why it's a lie. That's why the Christopher Columbus statue, a big reason why they destroying that shit. They need to destroy it instead of taking it down. No, destroy all that shit, all that bullshit. Abraham Lincoln, all that, bitch. Destroy all that. And before somebody get in the comments talking about you're angry, no, bitch. I'm passionate. And I'm convinced, bitch. Black people, just wake up. Go read something. Go. I'm just saying that y'all don't. I'm just saying, bitch. Go, because this needs to be known. It's not over. Y'all think it's over. Slavery is not over. They just want something else, human trafficking. And I told him that. And he said, well, this is not just black people. It's not just black people. Who said that? I told him, who said that? See, again, prove it time and time again. Time and time again, you always bring it up. Heck, I know that y'all want to be us so bad. I know this. We all know this. That y'all want to be black so bad. And I'm like, that damn white, you know, it's coming apart at the seams. You know, I can tell. It's like, you know, vampires and sunlight. I'm just saying, like, he's, I know he used to be a very handsome, gorgeous man. And, white people definitely, as time flies, they come apart at the seams because that white starting to settle in because all that hate that y'all carry have red. That's why, a lot of y'all be considered rednecks because all that hates and, all that hateful shit that y'all, because innately, for the majority of the time in y'all homes, y'all were raised to be racist, bitch. So, it comes apart at the seams. Y'all got that hate. Y'all in the league, pretty much born with hate. I don't want to say that, but I did say that anyway. Y'all taught to be racist. Y'all taught that. Y'all are, and not, not all white people, but see, I saw him. It's still the majority. He said, well, but then in the 1960s and versus now, he act like he was living in the 1960s. Old bitch, you're old, but you're not that old, bitch. The fuck, you're not. You're not. You don't age like us. You definitely came apart, but you're coming apart at the seams because of what you're mixed with and all that type of stuff, girl. But I had read him. I need more people to comment, be tapping the screen, like, share, subscribe, people. I'm letting y'all know. I'm here to cause chaos. I'm letting y'all know the important shit. Cause girl, he has many character flaws though. I can't fuck with that. I can't fuck with someone that won't acknowledge, that can't show compassion or unwillingness to be stubborn on the wrong things. Don't bring up race or tell black people what to do. Y'all believe that there were black wealthy communities, towns, Lake Lanier, Black Wall Street. There's black billionaires. There's always been black billionaires. I want y'all to know this. Like, they know that, but they don't want you to believe that. They don't want you to know. Like, these places, and every time people go to Lake Lanier, they're not black, bitch. They get lost. They get drowned. Because this shit, we're in a spiritual warfare. I definitely believe that. Y'all believe y'all gotta die to go to hell, heaven. Oh no, that shit is here. It's here. It's here. And to a degree, like, I'm gonna speak on it, that the burnings of the plantations and stuff like that, I really do feel like, yeah, it could be spiritual too, but I also feel like they're burning it down. The white supremacists are burning it down, the KKK, because they want to erase history. I felt that too when there were black people making stitching the videos and all that type of stuff and making commentary about it. Black people were, seeming like we was kind of going at each other about that, which I do believe. I believe both sides. I do. I believe both sides. I'm not on the fence about anything, but I definitely believe, that they burned them down. Yes, insurance check. Yeah, and insurance. Yes. Insurance check, of course. White people they got a life insurance on each other. They just be waiting for each other to drop dead because they really don't love each other like we love. It's not the same, bitch. It's more so control and about power with white people for the majority. But I digress. Cause y'all know, bitch, I see y'all. We see y'all, bitch. Bitches that like me, we see y'all, and we definitely hate it. But anyway, I digress. Bitch. Yeah, it's here. This stuff is here. You don't have to die and go no damn well. It's here. Heaven is hell. Purgatory is here, bitch. And it's a mental thing as well. A spiritual mental thing that you have to overcome here. And, going to these places where there are ancestors that were tortured, brutalized. I mean, I informed a mobile mechanic that my people, their skin, they were slaughtered. Their skin was used as fabric. Their hair was as cushions for couches. For all this stuff. Motherfucking hogs, decimated, brutalized. I mean, I told him, your people said pictures. We have pictures of y'all, white people sitting there, and it was just treating like by an animal, like you have a deer sitting there, like an animal, like just proud of them being hung. laughing at them, pointing, laughing at them being hung, at black people being hung. My ancestors being hung. Y'all laughed at, y'all said that. I'm like, don't ever forget that, black people. Don't ever forget that. Because it's still going on. I told him, lynching is still going on. Recently, someone was lynched. Recently. And other people are being lynched too. I mean, there's so many like areas in Mississippi we ain't supposed to go to. So many, like Lexington. It's places down here that black people aren't supposed to visit because they will definitely don't stop there. We've been told not to stop there. Like, this shit is still going on. Y'all need to stop acting like this is just way back when, like this has been like centuries ago. No, bitch, it started centuries ago. It's still going on. Slavery is still going on, babe. Y'all need to know that. But like, I informed him all about all that stuff. Definitely about the slaughter. I told him black men, black women were raped. Okay, I told him that they were brutalized, like animals, because they were called animals. So it's like, what the fuck are y'all talking about? And he was backpedaling the whole read session, backpedaling, but he was the one that was apologetic. I was not. Apologize for what? I don't feel guilt. I don't feel guilt. He tried to make it equal. I told him we live in a separate, not equal economy. I know that's how they try to be like, we live in a separate but equal economy. No, the fuck it's not. But in order for it to be an equal community, bitch, the promises have to be kept. The promises that we promised have to be kept. But well, nah, I ain't gonna say fuck a mule, bitch. No, definitely give me my motherfucking 40 acres and more acres and a motherfucking Benz and money in the bank. The reparations, definitely the reparations, okay? I'm gonna need all that. Not just the 40 acres and a mule, bitch. That's way back. That's when the economy was what better than it is now. Definitely better than it is now. I'm gonna need my damn 40. So I'm gonna say 100 acres, my mule, my Benz, bitch. Some, money, spending cash, bitch. Cause y'all got it. Y'all got, like Tupac said, y'all got money for wars but can't feed the poor, bitch. Y'all, that's definitely true. They definitely true, and they couldn't stand that Negro. With that man was beautiful. Y'all know Tupac was beautiful. He was beautiful. Oh my God, he was beautiful. Eyebrows on fleek. Tupac was beautiful. Oh, girl. But black men definitely are, for the most part, the most beautiful. Oh, he got a nice ass. So, but I know his mind and all together. I'm not talking about Tupac. I'm talking about this dude that just, came over here and like, he probably thought I was a female. But y'all know it's some white people that's coming in the building and they feeling some type of way, not saying anything. I know that. I mean, y'all always uncomfortable. Y'all always been uncomfortable. I mean, like I said, we living off a white man's fear. And white women, girl, y'all just sit there and just innately fucking subservient, girl, to them. Just it's in how y'all vote as well. I'm like, y'all, the crazy thing is, y'all want us to believe the shit y'all believe. Y'all want, like, in that aspect. Just because you feel like a stool, bitch, don't mean I am. I'm not gonna do that. I'm never gonna do that. That's why y'all hate this. I mean, y'all gonna hate black people, girl, for the most part. Like I said, it's not all of y'all, but the allies, y'all need to prove. And I told him, what you need to prove. Like, if you aren't something, why you need to prove? If you aren't racist, you don't prove that. All this stuff that y'all feel like y'all necessary that y'all have to prove, but I know it's out of guilt. It's out of guilt that he brought up the whole discussion. I told him, like Puppet Master, I told him the things that he was gonna say because the same things every single time to deflect, disregard, to invalidate. But we, over time, black people have to teach every other race. But since we're talking about black and white, I mean, alphabetically, we even come first, bitch. But anyway. that we have to teach compassion. And I'm like, don't worry about what black people go. Don't worry about the black community, what we got going on. That's what we got going on. Don't worry about what we call ourselves. And I'm like, that's not y'all to be telling us what we should feel comfortable with saying to each other. You worry about your community. If all lives matter, then act like it. And I told him that melting pot situation is bullshit. I love differences. I love variety. I love to see multiple people. I love diversity. I'm like, you need to, y'all will definitely have to be taught how to embrace, to acknowledge, to show, to how to show compassion for fellow man, random acts of kindness. Yeah, they have to be taught that. We already innately born with that and raised like that. And also raised to have our head bowed sometime, but hell no, bitch. I never ever gonna have my head down to any nigga, any bitch, regardless of your race or creed, bitch. I digress. Like honestly, like I think white people have to be taught those things, those familial things, because they don't like or love each other. But stop telling y'all better not, don't ever in your life ever. He might see this, and I don't give a fuck. Uh, let me see. Y'all like, share, and subscribe, y'all. But yeah, definitely, I had to tell him those things. But they don't really. He was apologetic, but he also felt like he had to be right about something. Like I said, character flaws. I mean, he was even talking about women. He was talking about women, and not really just a race of women. It's just, it was showing he was misogynistic, misogynoir. Also, like saying that he don't believe women should have the right to abort. He was saying a lot. I'm here to call chaos, but I'm not the one doing it. And I'm like, oh, I'm like, wow. I'm not really not wow and I'm surprised because white men generally think like him. White men generally think like how the mumble mechanic was thinking. Because they would never embrace them, you know, they could have it in their blood, but they're always gonna deny them having probably 2% of black or, you know, this percent of, you know, another race in them. They're going to always deny that. And it's always going to show because of society norms. I told him all this stuff that he think I don't know. That you're white presenting. You have white privilege. You're going to always have that. So I'm like, it's not going to ever be the same. I mean, the promises were not kept. You know what I mean by that, by the president and all that type of stuff. You already know. But I'm like, you feel guilt. That's why you feel this way. But you're not gonna tell me or project that guilt and fear. That's you. That's yours. That's what your ancestors, your lineage, I say lineage, has done or feel. I don't feel no guilt. For what, girl? I don't need to prove nothing. Y'all always have to. Y'all always bring it up to tell us to bring it up, and then just because your guilt tell us, no, but I'm not gonna feel guilty, and you not gonna make me feel guilty. Bitch, you already feel guilty, and and you should feel that. In way and shape or form compared to what I go through as a black person. It's not the same. It's not the same, babe. It's not the same. And I'm never gonna lie. He thought he was gonna feel comfortable and think he was gonna force me like y'all, like they always innately do, try to force me to feel a way so he could feel good and sleep at night. Bitch, I'm gonna make sure you stay woke and cry at night. No, y'all, I'm gonna make sure you cry in your van that you pulled up to fix my car with. Yes. I'm not my ancestors, babe. And don't think y'all that for the most part they didn't like they did fight. Especially the Haitians, they definitely fought back. Don't think they just gave up and didn't fight. We fight we fight because they fought. And we still fight. That's what I want black people to understand. Did they even fight or did they just even get no, they fought. Since we still fight. But we still got to continue to fight. Don't get too comfortable in a place in a land. It's not our like home yet. Y'all gotta still continue to fight, black people. Our ancestors did fight and still continue to fight. Like I said, the Haitians. All that, like, babe, y'all gotta look and read. I can't tell you everything because you gotta have a willingness to learn and go look up, not just us as black people, but every other ways because you have to learn history to make sure it doesn't happen again. And you have to be uncomfortable. The hardest thing you won't grow. If you feel you want to be somewhere and feel comfortable with a bunch of yes men, you're never gonna grow. That's with any relationship. So it's good to learn history and what makes you uncomfortable, makes you cry, so you can grow and make sure that shit never happens again. And don't be scary. Don't be no scary ass bitch. And don't let your homophobia, transphobia stop you receiving the message. A lot of y'all would do that. A lot of y'all like, what this faggot talking about? But then miss the whole message because of your homophobia and transphobia, which is so immature and so stupid. Why would you be concerned about what's going in my ass? It's mine. It's not yours. Y'all want to control everything. Just like white people want to control everything, every other race adopts that too. Wants to control everything. Wants to tell people what to do, say, don't trying to censor bitch. I'm not gonna be censored. I'm not the bitch that's gonna let you control them. I'm not. I'm never gonna be that. I don't ever like to be told what to do. Now you can probably try to correct, all that type of stuff. It's on me whether or not I listen to it. But I'm free spirited. That's definitely one to people that y'all hate. Because I'm not gonna really be connected to all this stuff. Because we're gonna die and we can't bring all this shit with us. But my spirit can't be bought. My soul can't either. None of your money is even worth valuable as me. But I know y'all had saw that the black dude that was talking about that walked over here. I know his mind wasn't together. He told me, yeah, he said that he was living in a tent. And I hate that. And I would have, talked to him and be like, but keep your head up, king. Like, it's not always going to be like that. And I could sense, I'm an empath. I could sense it's more, he may kind of feel ashamed, but I'm like, no, don't. It's not gonna, cause a lot. I mean, I be talking to black men, y'all. I be talking. I know that's another one of my many gifts to be, to definitely emphasize and sympathize and definitely talk to them. Cause I mean, I get a lot of hate, but it's so many guys, especially black men, that could tell you, or anything, or whatever, that I talk to him. Now it may be popular, cause it's popular to hate me. Everywhere I go. It's popular for people to jump on bandwagons to hate me. Hood ones and the thugs or whatever that, people be thinking, oh, why you ain't gonna say it? Because I've talked to them. All the people that they fear, anyone I walk into and I talk to, it's something about me. It's something about my spirit that make people comfortable enough to talk to me. All dudes people that probably think that I just smashed. Some of them, yeah. But for the most part, they talk to me because they can't talk to anyone else. And I know I have that spirit about me. Sometimes I have to definitely retreat, recharge before I come back out into dealing with humans because there's always someone that's going to come to me. I'm going to draw that. You know, people are drawn to me, and they come and they talk about their most uncomfortable, the things that they're not healed from and all that type of stuff. And I listen, and I listen, and I let them know, shift your crown, black man, shift your crown, and I make people uncomfortable because I'm a walking mirror. Like people are insecure around me, and but they gave me that power. It's a gift to me. I'm not a succubus or nothing like that. But people come my way and feel uncomfortable in my presence because I'm a walking mirror. Not that I'm mirroring you, but you see, you get uncomfortable. But that is supposed to make you look inside yourself. There's so many people that think they came into my life and played me. You played yourself. You played yourself. And I know. Back then I used to be like, why people be running away from me? Like, why, as it pertains to, romance and stuff. And I know now. Because what I said, I make people uncomfortable. I'm a walking mirror. They can't deal with seeing themselves. I'm not gonna be a yes man. I tell them about themselves. I correct people. Let them know, black man, correct yourself. Shift your crown. Because in order to be with me, you gotta be with me. Just like Jill Scott said, if you can't, not verbatim, if you can't check me, you can't. If you can't, you can't. If you're not that king, you're not. For me. I'm not. What you may think is weak, I don't. Whatever you may think is weak, I see as strength. We're not the same as pertains to those things. I don't want no toxic masculine man. I don't want no hyper masculine man. I don't want an aggressor. I don't want someone that's feel like they have to make me feel subservient to them because of, he's disgusted, he's misandry, because it's his misandry. He's also misogynistic. I don't want that man. I don't want him feeling like he has to bully in order to feel more in control of the situation. No, that's toxic masculinity. I want a man that embraces his divine masculinity and sacred femininity, that will cry with me, will definitely love on me, definitely love my feminine energy. It turns him on just the way that I speak. Like those things, that black king, that man that can walk up into me and let me know that he's not scared of me, but he definitely will never disrespect me, love me. And that's just all that. Even with any relationship, whether it's platonic, my chosen family that I'm choosing, like all this stuff has to make sense for me. But I digress. Like I said, back to the mobile mechanic. I read him for filth in the most polite way possible. Even made him text me later on and say, "You're a pretty awesome person." And I said, cool, likewise, because I don't need your validation, sir. I don't. I don't. Because I already know I'm a bad bitch. I'm fabulous by myself. Like, I don't need that. That's one thing, because you always I be telling y'all hoes, you got to learn to love yourself by yourself. You got to learn how to be by yourself. Throw a whole party by yourself. You got to learn how to be your own hype man, your entourage bitch. Because I always be saying, I'm a war by myself. You got to love yourself. Once a lot of people feel like, and it's not everyone, y'all got to be careful. When most people feel like you need them, they're going to do possible to let it be known that you need them. I told him, I don't need no damn. I may want you bad, but I don't need your ass. Because they start going with it. It's not all, but they'll start trying to control, be a narcissistic, all that type of shit. Nah, I need you. I don't need you. You can go. I mean, I just blocked somebody a while ago because once I find my phobic, bitch, you gotta go. You gotta go, bitch. Like, I don't need you. I don't need nobody, bitch. Because I know I came into by myself. I'm gonna leave this bitch by my motherfucking self. So don't ever in your life, in your days, bitch, believe that I need you. Because I survived. I'm a survivor. I ain't nobody's victim. I let him know that too. I'm like, yeah, you don't feel comfortable. Don't ever be too comfortable around me to just be saying that shit. Because you will always be the one crying. Because I always make bitches angry. I make them more. People think they're going to make me angry. No, bitch, you're going to be mad first. I'm always going to make you mad first. But I'm really on some, being shady type of energy, because I definitely could have. But I let him know, bitch, nah, ho. Nah, but anyway, y'all, I'm gonna come back. I gotta go up in here, girl, and just, find Hispanic man walks up in there with his finance with, he's got children. I know that dick gotta be good. But I gotta get these clothes dried. So I'm gonna be back just as soon as I get done with those. All right. Happy to cause chaos. Yes, girl.